Hey guys, it's Chrissy. Thank you for joining me. So today we are going to do a tour of this park. I've called it Fantasyland now because none of you gave me suggestions. But yeah, I've called it Fantasyland, so we're going to go and have a quick look around. It is the PS4 limit, and just so you're aware, I am doing this live. So I will absolutely do my best. So should we start at the beginning, which is here. So the guests come in and they are greeted by a wall, apparently. Right, there we go. They are greeted by the hotel. You can see the dragon by the coaster, which I think is a really good part of it. I can, like, as soon as you come in, you're greeted with a coaster, and it just builds that excitement and anticipation. So I built this over the front of the entrance, just so it's not so ugly. Let's go towards Fairy Town. So Fairy Town is my train. Takes you all around Fantasyland. The idea here is that these are fairy houses in Fairy Town, which now obviously doubles up as a queue. We won't ride on the train, but we will go around the track in a little bit, simply because it doesn't really show very well. So the guests come off of here and then they can go straight over to the hotel called Pixie's Palace. And we can have a look at Pixie's Palace. We've got people eating their breakfast. Have a nice dinner. And then around the back they've got a little seating area out the back for the guests to use. And the train also runs straight through there, which is something I wanted right at the beginning. Then let's go through this entrance. So we've got information kiosks where they can buy the tickets. We've got some shops. Like I said, we've got the roller coaster going straight over the top of our heads as we come through. We meet this naughty dragon that has landed on this little area here, Scottish Travellers Camp, and is being fended off by this medieval knight. The whole idea of this park isn't necessarily realism. It's all about, like, where the fairies actually live, where the good people live, what they do with their time. So we've got some shops here, and this is Jester's Court, just because of the jesters that are here. So there's that one. And then if we carry on up the main entrance, past where the fairies' houses are, got an ATM there, and Medieval Mayhem. So this is the Rapids. Again, I don't think you want me to go on the Rapids, to be fair. It's long. It takes too long to do. So here's the station, alright. And we will follow these first. So it flows around here, and then obviously you can see everywhere on the park. I'll just stop here. You've got two coasters you can see, you've got a nice little area there with the lake. Three coasters actually. And my fisherman over there. Fishing. I don't think he's ever caught anything yet. But then it comes through. The idea here was that this was a moat. I saw the drawbridges. I wanted to build a moat, and I thought, why not make it a rapids and incorporate the rapids into the moat around the castle. So I also built a little windmill. I quite like my windmill. It's quite cute. So we continue going up here, down underneath this bit. Now my camera skills are not the best. This is live, but wish me luck. Ah! Okay, I needed more luck than that, guys. Oh dear. Oh no. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Whew. That was scary, wasn't it? So yeah, they come over here, they can have their bread delivered from the mill and then taken over here. Popped up on here. Dragon fast asleep. So yeah, that's the rapids. For rapids, they're not very quick, I must say. So then here we have like weapons and things for sale that are getting ready for the fair in the market, which we will go to in a minute. So we come down here and we have some shops. Again, just they're supposed to be fairy houses that have been adapted into shops. And we have Titania. Oh, I might pause this just so that I don't miss that train. And there's Skellington Steve. Hi Steve, you right there? So it's like just a little dungeon area, because why not? So we'll go on this one. This was the first coaster that I actually built. It's got green stats and pretty good G-forces, so yeah, we're doing alright on that one. Oh, I'm just falling off. Let's go back on there. And we'll speed it up. Ready to go. Enjoy the point of view. And there we go, short and sweet. The guests like it, so it's all good. Let me just hide that. And there we go. So I decorated the outside of this. Let's go and have a look. So it made it look like it was lived in. So the town, this is a little village that's just off the town. We can come up here and we come to the, oh, what would you call it? Like the fairy godmother, I guess. She's got a little pond. It's really cute. And again, sight lines. This is just what I wanted the entire way through. Anywhere the guests are, they can see something exciting. So that's that one. So if we go left or right, let's go right. We'll go around this way. So past the rapids we have a viewpoint. Just a little seating area. You can see your family, wave to them as they're on the rapids if you know you don't want to go on them. Then we've got this big lake in the middle. I tried to make it look as natural as possible. And I thought it was a nice centre point to walk around in the middle. So we've got another viewpoint. They're all looking at the fishermen, seeing if he caught his fish again. And then we'll go this way. So we've got some shops and a seating area. And again, little fairy home. Because the whole way through I tried to make it look lived in. So we've got some toilets. And then let's go. This is tower jump. It's just a hyper jump in a tower, hence the name tower jump. And then we've got these guys that keep knocking over pots, eating food. Throughout the park, wherever there's food, there's these guys. So we'll follow it round this way, and we shall come across some more fairy houses, some more shops. Little gumball machine. What have we got in here? We've got a restaurant. They seem to like the restaurant. And this queue is for pixie rig, which is the whirly rig, but for pixies. See what I did there? So I coloured it, added it into the castle, so it just wasn't on its own sticking out that sort of thing. Right, we'll go back through this way. Excuse me, coming through. So we come down here, we've got an open air market for today only. So we'll go and have a look at that one. We've got more shops here, more seating area. A gumball machine. And then we'll go into this fair kind of open air market. So they've got archery between 10 and 4. I mean, he's standing quite close. I'm pretty sure that's cheating, but you know, we'll go with that. So we come down here, we've got the station for Fairy Town again. So here's the queue. They'll come up here. The queue all along there. It's quite a big queue. And again, this is just another little market. So somewhere there where they live. And then the exit queue is just through here. But we'll pretend we didn't just see that. So as we go through here, we've got more shops, more toilets. We've got a viewpoint there, because I quite like to have them stand here looking over there at the train, which I think is quite cool. So the market is here, so it tells you all the stuff that you can buy. You've got vendors. He looks quite bored. And then we have a queue line. And I bet you're wondering where this queue line goes. Well, it goes through the market. More vendors selling invisible melons, flowers, and cheese. A little seating area that can't be used actually, to be fair, but it just kind of added to that realism type thing. This guy, rip off, 5G per joke. That's an insane amount. So yeah, this is where that takes you. It takes you onto this ride. So we'll just get an outside view of that, because it does all fit together, was what I was hoping. And again, you got a coaster that goes right over the top, so there's no missing the fact that there's a coaster there. And then once we're done with the market, we can come back this way and it takes us back out by the hotel, which, you know, you've seen, so we don't need to do that. So what I'm going to do is come up this way. Oh blimey. And instead of going right there, we will go left. So there's that again. We've got a watermill. And we make some more of the goods. And then we have this castle here. And this is just another seating area. It's just another little castle. I thought it would be really handy to have like the seating area here where they can look around and go, oh, I want to go on that. There's a carousel there. You've got the train behind us. And as a guest, I think that would look amazing. And you know what children are like. They'd be like, I want to go on that. So that was the idea. So here we've got Fairy Town again. There's only 3 stations. So here's the second. This would be the second station. The outside of the carousel is quite simply themed. It's just a flat ride, just nothing massively exciting. We'll come around this way. We've got more things being sold. We've got some travellers' tents. Oh. And then here is the carousel. I can't remember what I called the carousel. Ah, Fairy Circle. Another dragon fast asleep. And then if we come over this way, we go over the train line and down into the Enchanted Forest. So the whole coaster that's running above us goes above the Enchanted Forest. So there's lots of trees. I'll show you the lighting in a minute. Worked quite hard on the lighting. So I've got a viewpoint here just to encourage the guests down, and then they see Dragon's Den. And then like a fantasy tree. And come back out again. We've got the toilets. It runs right next to the train line, so again you can always see the train line. Just to encourage more people on it, really. Now this is Forest Runner. I decorated this to kind of go in with the Enchanted Forest, but also it's like been taken over. This castle was taken over by this Enchanted Forest, so it's all broken down. It's just a ruin, basically. So we come round in the Enchanted Forest. Up this way we've got a little waterfall. There we go. So yeah, it's a strange theme, but I think it works. And when you zoom out, it does look like it's incorporated quite well into the Enchanted Forest area. Let's have a look at the stats for this one. So green across the board again. This is one coaster that I did really struggle with. I'm normally used to making teeny tiny coasters that last about 30 seconds, but I think I did really well with this one. It's much more of an adult coaster. The views are pretty good because we're just going over the top of the Enchanted Forest the whole time. But yeah, please enjoy the point of view. there we go. So that coaster pretty much shows you the entire park. I did notice some clipping on that I need to look at. But anyway, so we come back down this way. Over here. And the story behind this is that we have the area that's harmonious and happy and cute with fairies and pixies and happiness, and then we've got the witches in Witches Keep. So the ground is turning, everything's dying, we've got witches making potions out of water, we're being attacked by bed bugs. I found this transition quite difficult, but I'm hoping we kind of got it. So you come up here, got some shops and toilets. You can go under this coaster. We've got more shops, first aid. And then we come to Tommy's dungeon. Now the story behind this is just the simple fact that Tommy hates these guys. These poor little mascots. So I used that and thought, do you know what, I'm going to make him a dungeon. And he's just sat playing with his udders. It's so cute. But yeah, so the fairies have caught these wonderful cow creatures and put them into dungeons with lava and spiders and rats and all sorts. So that's my cue for this one. I'm hoping you can see how it looks like it's died, with the fairies trying to fight off these witches that are killing all the land, basically. I just wanted to incorporate a bit of a story in it. And then we go this way. And this is what used to be one of the main castles. Until the witches came along and started destroying everything. They made dungeons. There's Billy Bones. But this used to be like a sitting area, being taken over again. Got like a pillar just being knocked over. The living room. It's quite eerie. And that takes you onto that ride, which was what I went around the entire time, was that ride I wanted in it. But it just fits better in a spooky area. So we come to this one. Now Matty P, or I am Matty, has made the actual coaster for me. I decorated it around, so we've got all of this here. We've got a witch making some kind of potion, and spiders, and this is just a little insight into what the witches are like, really. Let's have a look at this coaster. We've got green stats across the board again. And we have fairly good G-forces again. So we'll take a ride of this one. And, oh, wrong car. Yeah, let's not go on that one. Is it that? Yeah, it's that one. So yeah, please enjoy the ride. there we go. So that's a short and sweet one. Very nice. Thank you to Matthew who made that for me. Like I said, I made the rest of it. I made the outside. So there's that one, and then we've missed one coaster. Let's go and have a look. So this one is the Witch's Keep. This is where the main witch lives. A little skeleton trying to get in there. Look. Is that let me in? Ooh, the spiders. I tried to make this look like a bit of a home. Oh. Oh, blimey, bad camera. I'm going to stop that so I can grab that train. So yeah, enjoy the point of view of this one. I made this one. It's very short, but you know, it's got good stats. It's got good G-forces. Enjoy the point of view. And there we go. Now, one thing I have learnt from doing this park is the fact that I need more confidence in my own coasters. I did this one, I made it as short as possible, and it just, I could have done it differently. So then I went ahead and did the other coaster, that blue one over there, and I realised that actually I'm not that bad at doing coasters. So I put some little scenes up. So this witch is fighting the medieval knight. He ends up falling off the top. Is what he was meant to do, but it doesn't look like he's doing that now. I may have turned it off. Who knows? So anyway, that is basically the park. Should we have we'll go on the train, but not actually on it. We'll just ride through so you can see what the guests see. So you can see where the whole foliage is changing and the terrain is like dying. I quite like coming through that area. And we can always see some coaster or ride. You see the paths just to encourage people to come to the ride. And the stations, they drop you off at the best bits really. Come on this way. And through the hotel. I do love that bit. Past the lights. Oh blimey, camera. There we go. And this isn't really seen unless you're on the train. You don't ever come past here. It's just a little bit of a surprise for the people on the train. So, one thing I did want to show you is the Enchanted Forest at night. I will show all of it at night. Oh, let's go 10 p.m. So as you come through here, I was looking at putting a ride in here, but I actually didn't want to do that in the end. I thought it was alright just as a little bit of a walk or a seating area, somewhere to eat your sandwiches. But yeah, that is my Enchanted Forest. And if I zoom out, you can see all of the lighting that I've done around here. So I've tried to make all the good area, so to speak, nice and lit, just really pretty, and then the spooky area not so pretty, a bit more foreboding. But yeah, I enjoyed making this park. I've enjoyed the journey, the learning curve. I've learnt an awful lot because this is my first park. I've learnt to have more confidence in my coasters. I've learnt a lot more about lighting and terrain work. And I'm excited to carry this forward into my next park. So I'm hoping you will join me for that. And I thank you ever so much for watching and supporting me with this one. But it is time to finish this one up and start a new project. I'm thinking my next one might be Aztec, but I'm not sure. So if you would like to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and any comments and feedback would be amazing. And yeah, thank you ever so much, guys. Have a lovely day. Take care. Bye.